Famous Plato quotes in English: "Pleasure is the bait of sin. Philosophy is the highest music. Love is a serious mental disease. Ideas are the source of all things. Knowledge is the food of the soul. All learning has an emotional base. Nothing beautiful without struggle. Writing is the geometry of the soul. Time is the moving image of reality. Necessity is the mother of invention. Man is a being in search of meaning. Courage is knowing what not to fear. There is no such thing as a lover's oath. Only the dead have seen the end of war. A house that has a library in it has a soul. No human thing is of serious importance. Poetry is nearer to vital truth than history. Ignorance, the root and stem of every evil. The first and best victory is to conquer self. You should not honor men more than truth. Books are immortal sons defying their sires. Wonder is the only beginning of philosophy. A life without investigation is not worth living. The soul of man is immortal and imperishable. I'm trying to think, don't confuse me with facts. At the touch of love, everyone becomes a poet. Everything that deceives may be said to enchant. The measure of a man is what he does with power. All I really know is the extent of my own ignorance. Knowledge becomes evil if the aim be not virtuous. Excellence is not a gift, but a skill that takes practice. No one is more hated than he who speaks the truth. The beginning is the most important part of the work. Those who don't know must learn from those who do. Let the speaker speak truly, and the judge decide justly. The madness of love is the greatest of heaven's blessings. Be kind, for everyone you meet is fighting a harder battle. No wealth can ever make a bad man at peace with himself. Honesty is for the most part less profitable than dishonesty. Education is teaching our children to desire the right things. The object of education is to teach us to love what is beautiful. Love is simply the name for the desire and pursuit of the whole. Lack of activity destroys the good condition of every human being. For a man to conquer himself is the first and noblest of all victories. Any man may easily do harm, but not every man can do good to another. I have hardly ever known a mathematician who was capable of reasoning. The direction in which education starts a man will determine his future life. Good actions give strength to ourselves and inspire good actions in others. Poets utter great and wise things which they do not themselves understand. False words are not only evil in themselves, but they infect the soul with evil. I am the wisest man alive, for I know one thing, and that is that I know nothing. Beauty of style and harmony and grace and good rhythm depend on simplicity. We do not learn, and that what we call learning is only a process of recollection. Let parents then bequeath to their children not riches but the spirit of reverence. Never discourage anyone who continually makes progress, no matter how slow. Human behavior flows from three main sources: desire, emotion, and knowledge. There are three classes of men: lovers of wisdom, lovers of honor, and lovers of gain. The most effective kind of education is that a child should play amongst lovely things. Astronomy compels the soul to look upwards and leads us from this world to another. It's better, in fact, to be guilty of manslaughter than a fraud about what is fair and just. The heaviest penalty for declining to rule is to be ruled by someone inferior to yourself. You can discover more about a person in an hour of play than in a year of conversation. When we are ill, we do not ask for the handsomest physician, or the most eloquent one. If women are expected to do the same work as men, we must teach them the same things. He who wishes to serve his country must have not only the power to think, but the will to act. Wise men talk because they have something to say, fools because they have to say something. Excessive liberty, whether it lies in state or individuals, seems only to pass into excess of slavery. If it were necessary either to do wrong or to suffer it, I should choose to suffer rather than do it. An empty vessel makes the loudest sound, so they that have the least wit are the greatest babblers.